Hello everybody and welcome to the Fish Games YouTube channel. We're opening up some D&D magic items cards. We just got these in, so we just want to see what they look like. So far we've got a couple other of these card sets that have been extremely useful. I have the Arcana set, which I use as a wizard because not only have I been a dungeon master for 20 years, but I also like to play the game too. Surprise, surprise. These are going to be interesting to see. There's a lot of art on the cards, and I think it'll be a fun kind of just way of getting loot for some of our characters and in our games, some of the players. So let's see what's in here. So I do plan up setting some kind of system up where I could just go into this box and just give something cool out to everybody. So I think it'll be easier than looking in the book and trying to figure out loot sometimes. And I'll just be like, here, take this card, and they can hold on to it, or maybe we'll have them just take a picture of it and they can just put it on their phone. These will be great for online too, because I could do the same thing when we do some of our games online. And I'm just opening the rest of these. We got this little piece we gotta cut here. Packaging type things are always very difficult. I'm saying this now, I want to try and keep these piles together if possible, because they might be like by level, or I don't know. You never really know. So I'm gonna put these over here, and maybe you were looking at this while I was opening up the other stuff, but this is the necklace of prayer beads. So it's kind of got a whole bunch of the information on it, and then boom, you got what the thing actually looks like, which is really cool. I guess we'll have to see if they did art for every single one, which it looks like they did. So I'd have to have the DMG or the player's handbook and the DMG to kind of look at some of these and see. But I'm assuming some of these there actually is not pictures for in the Dungeon Master's Guide, because I just don't think there'd be enough room. So it's really cool that we're actually going to be probably, I'm assuming, seeing some new art that we haven't seen before. Some of them might be the same too. Like I think we just saw something similar to that, so they might have used just like, okay, so yeah, just like a generic kind of thing for both the gloves of thievery, gloves of swimming, and climbing. That would have been really cool if we actually saw just new art for every single thing. I'm sure that would be hard to do, but that'd be really cool. Helm of Brilliance, always such a cool thing. I really like Helm of Brilliance, so I'll let you guys take a look at that, see what it does. This dazzling helm is set with 1d10 diamonds, 2d10 rubies, 3d10 fire opals, and 4d10 opals. It basically just makes it so you could do all kinds of like crazy stuff. But there's a lot of these little gems in there. You can see all the little gem things. So I guess I'll give you guys an example of like what we're looking at in a minute, and how it'll just be a really cool way to just give people some items in our games. Now, right now, they're in the game that I'm running. It is a homebrew campaign. It's been a lot of fun. Me and our group that we play with a lot, that I've been DMing with for a while, we actually did an online campaign during some of the P word, and while people were quarantining. But now we're playing back to normal again. It's been a lot of fun, being safe and careful, of course. But in our game that we're running right now, loot and magic items are very rare and very sought after in this game. So kind of just giving everybody a treat is going to be a lot of fun, I think. And this is going to be a great way to just start this off, I think. Now, I think what I'm going to do is they're level 2 right now. Okay, so if I give them something and it's really good, it's like a +3 sword or something that I grab out of this deck, I might have to dumb it down a little bit. Like that +3 sword is not going to work at level 2. So maybe I'll give them a +1 sword, or maybe like we'll just simplify it. Or if I give them an item out of this book a lot further in the game when they're very high level, maybe I'll just add some additional magical effects to it. So here we got the cloaks. So these are all in order too. Like, I think, yep, A through Z. So we want to kind of keep these in order here. But yeah, in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. If you got any ideas or ways for me to kind of use these in a better way. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm assuming I didn't look at the back of the box. There's got to be hundreds of stuff. At the end of my videos, I usually always go over the back of the box. So I'll do that in a minute. I don't want this video to be super, super long, but I feel like it's a really cool way to kind of look and see some of these items. We got the figurine of Wondrous Power, the Ebony Fly, Golden Lions. I think it's going to be so cool. Just be like, all right, you got this item, here you go. And I just hand it over. Like, here's a sword. There you go, buddy. And they get to see what it looks like. Everything's written down, so they actually won't have to write all the stuff down if they take a picture of it, or if I end up giving these cards out to people just to hold on to during the campaign. But I probably won't do that. I'll probably have them take a picture and they can do that, or maybe figure out a way to make just some prints for them. I don't know. That's probably not possible, but at least they'll be able to take a picture of some of this stuff. And if there's anything guys want to like really look at or something, you could always pause the video. I just figured I'd mention that because some people are like, you're doing this too fast, or, you know, well, you can pause the video and should be able to pretty easily see what's going on. If there's like a cool item, you just want to look at the art, or if I like show you the backside, like this bag of devouring, if you want to look at that, you could just simply pause the video. So I think it'll be cool just to show you guys all the stuff in here. So I don't think we're going to be leaving these in the alphabetical order that they're in right now. I think I'm probably going to mix them up. I haven't fully made up my mind yet. Let's see what the oath bow does. You guys want to see what the oath bow does? Pretty cool. I guess I haven't really been looking at the items too much. I kind of just been wandering off of topic. But we'll see. Maybe some of these I'll recognize and mention about something. Like the portable hole. Super cool item in the game. It's very useful. There's so many ways of using this thing. So if you're a player character or a dungeon master, want to put something cool in the game for you guys, portable hole is awesome. All right, so we got a bunch of potions here. I don't think we need to go through all these potions. It's just all the same stuff. Qual's Featherbird token. If you want to pause the video, you can see what the little featherbird does. Yeah, we got some more feather type things. Quiver of Alona. What does this do? Each of the quiver's 3 components connects to an extra dimensional space that allows the quiver to hold numerous items while never weighing more than 2 pounds. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows. Bolts are similar objects, and mid-size holds up to 18 javelins or similar objects. The longest compartment holds up to 6 long objects, such as bows, quarterstaffs, or spears. You can draw any item the quiver contains as if doing so from a regular quiver or scabbard. Really cool. Quiver of Alona. I'm not sure if some of these things probably require attunement. I'm sure most of these things do. But I wonder if it actually, yeah, it does. So for like this Ring of Elemental command, I was hoping they would do that. Sometimes they just do things weirdly, but it does say you have to attunement. It's a legendary item, requires attunement. If you guys want to see what this Ring of Elemental command air does, these rings are so good. They're so freaking good. Okay, we got a Ring of Evasion. Really great ring to have if you get the opportunity. It's considered a rare item. This ring has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you could use your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed on that saving throw. So the Ring of Evasion can really just save your life, especially when you're fighting dragons and spellcasters casting fireballs and all kinds of stuff. So great pickup for something. Ring of Protections are always nice to have. So in my game, generally everybody can only be attuned to 3 things. But sometimes, like later on in the game, I'll give them like badges or little things that make it so that they can at least attune to 4 items. And I found that that's a little bit more fun. You know, 3 items is kind of, it's just not enough later on in the game, I feel like, most of the time. And you're getting all these really cool items. Like, you guys should be able to use these more items than 3. In my opinion. Robe of the Eyes. This thing is nasty. It is just a rare, but definitely a dope item indeed. Robe of Stars is always cool. Getting to the bottom of the deck here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have been enjoying this stuff, let me know. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe. I do a lot of MTG and board games and D&D type stuff, but it's always good to see what your guys' opinions are on things and what you guys want to see me do next. Rope of Entanglement. Okay. I don't know what some of these do. A lot of these things I just haven't seen, or they've just evaded me. Slippers of Spider Climbing at low level, especially even a little bit more late game. This is just such an amazing thing to have as a player. Slippers of Spider Climbing can just excuse me, it can just change the game around for you. Just be able to climb up walls and evade things and just kind of run away or be sneaky. Really nice. So we got all these staffs here. So I'm gonna try. I guess it'll take me a little while to shuffle this up. So instead, I'll probably just go in here and just grab something randomly, and we'll just give you an idea of what we're talking about. And I'm gonna try to grab something that's a little bit overpowered, maybe something that's a little bit underpowered. I'll grab a couple things and explain to you guys what I would do for like our level 2 group of characters that we're playing right now. But there are going to be some items that I'm really going to have to dumb down. There are going to be some items that if I draw out of this deck and I give it to the people, I'm just either not going to be able to give it to them, or I'm going to have to completely just make up a whole nother item and just say, oh, this wand of blah, blah, blah. Just, it looks like this, but it does something else. But at least they have something to look at, and it's cool. And just like something to remind them that they have that item. So there's a weapon rack. I guess that would be good. Like if I drew this, I'd give them like a, oh, you're level 2? Okay, so I drew this, you're going to get a +1 weapon. But maybe it's got like a cool gem encrusted in it. It might be worth a little bit more than a normal weapon. You know, you can always do stuff like that. You can always add things to the value of your items that you're giving people. You can always take away items. Be like, oh, this is a magical item. It's really cool, but it's cracked in the middle. And this item may only last like a couple of days or get you a couple of uses out of it, for example. I may pull one of these really cool items and give it to them and be like, oh, well, it's really cool, but unfortunately, you only get one use with this item for the whole game, and then it's going to become destroyed. So I'm just flipping these around over here. I'm going to grab some. I'm not going to shuffle them up. I'll do that later because I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I may just want to keep them in alphabetical order or close to it because some of them got a little bit mixed up, but it's fine. We're just having fun. We just got these to make our lives a little bit easier and just to try something new, which is good in D&D after playing 20 plus years. It's good to try new things and make new monsters and experiment with new techniques and ways of playing the game and doing things. So here's a little stack right here. I'm gonna grab 3 cards. Well, how many? There's actually 7 people in this adventuring party. So I'm going to grab 7 kind of random things. See how many? I wasn't counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. All right, so we got 7 things. Okay, so we'll just say every one of these guys gets one of these things. Okay, so for the cleric, we'll just say a ion stone of greater absorption. Let's look at this and see what this does. As ion stone is named after ion. So this is a legendary thing, greater absorption. So we'll just say this is an ion stone. They can wear it, attune to it, or whatever, and you could just counter a spell at once a day. All right, level 2. That's not too crazy. A spell cast at them. They could just counter it, and it won't affect them. All right, Giant Slayer. So we're saying these guys are level 2, right? This is a +1 bonus attack and damage roll with this weapon. When you hit a giant with it, the giant takes extra things. You know what? This could be possibly given to them. I might just give that to them. Just say, screw it. Here's a cool Giant Slayer. So that's that. And then one of our guys got a potion of flying. So I might be nice and be like, okay, you find 3 potions of flying and a potion of healing, or something like that. Another one of our characters got a gloves of missile snaring. Not sure what these do. The gloves seem to almost meld into your hands when you don them. When a ranged weapon attack hits you while you wear them, you can use the reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10. Plus, you have a free hand if you reduce damage to 0. You can catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold on to. I would just give this to them. So another character would have gotten that, like we'll say the fighter or somebody. The paladin gets a Qual's feather token bird. So it's going to be random. Some of these items may not be best for the character that picks them up, but then they have some trade bait and they can kind of trade some stuff with their friends. Maybe the cleric could really use these gloves of missile snaring because they're always getting sniped or something like that. Which probably wouldn't happen, but this tiny object looks like a feather. Different types of feather tokens exist, blah, blah, blah. You can use an action to toss the token 5 feet into the air. The token disappears and an enormous multicolored bird takes its place. The bird has the statistics of a rock, but it obeys your simple commands and can attack. It can carry up to 500 pounds while flying, blah, 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 blah. It does a whole bunch of stuff. So maybe I would give this to them and be like, you can summon a giant eagle once a week, or maybe I would give them something close to this because it looks cool. I'd have to really think about that, but you don't have to give them exactly that item. You know, you could mess around. An alchemy jug. This is an uncommon item. I would probably just give this to them if you want to pause it and see what it does. And then the fighter gets a sentinel shield. What does that do? While holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom checks. The shield is in bronze with the symbol of an eye. So what do you know? The fighter got something that they might actually really like. It might be useful for them. And it's an uncommon. Maybe I'll add a little extra ability or spell or something, you know. It's always good to try different things, and sometimes you gotta just make things up. And that seems to always be one of the best ways of doing things for me in my games. This is the back of the items thing. Contains 294 durable laminated cards for a horde of magical weapons, armor, and other wondrous items, with game statistics on the other side and evocative art on the other, as they are the perfect tool to help dungeon masters equip their villains or dole out rewards to their players' heroes. I didn't even think about this, guys. I could have a super villain monster guy, and I'll pull out one of this, and then you know what? He's got this potion of demutation, or this. It's a crazy dragon sorcerer, and it just so happens that he has this magical plate armor of etherealness that somehow, even though he's a wizard, he still can wear, and he's like a really strong wizard that can just take some serious hits. You guys should get the idea by now. So, would I get this for around $20 to $30? I don't give financial advice on this channel, but in my experience, that's what I did, and I think it was worth the money for sure. I'm going to get way more use than $20 out of it. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like the channel, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to help sponsor the channel, we've got a Patreon, and we also have a link in the description for More of a Dork on Etsy. He makes unofficial version Sensei Dividing Tops. And he also makes deck boxes and all kinds of other stuff, even some D&D type things as well. So link is in the description. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.